Hello everyone, how are you today? Welcome to our online Pali class. I have already sent an email. I have created the Google Drive folder, and all the new students, they have uh, also separate folders, and then you can upload your exercises over there. Okay, this is the book that we are going to use, but with or without this book, you will always get all the assignments, all the um, text materials. So you don't have to worry about the materials. I will provide you all the materials. And in an email, somebody asked me if this course is charged or not. So this is completely free, and everything is free of cost. We just do it for the as a service to the Dhamma, and I also want to appreciate everyone who join us. I know this is not like any other thing. This is something special. So we appreciate all those people who joined today. This one will be very unique. All those people who join are really enthusiastic in learning the Dhamma, learning the Pali. First of all, let me start with a simple chanting and to bless our class and to bless all of you. Okay. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sada Sotte Bhavantu Te. Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sada Sotte Bhavantu Te. Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sotte Bhavantu Te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining our Pali class. This is a new Pali class. We have been teaching Pali for some years, and I think thanks to Corona, we were more determined to come out to our friends everywhere in the world. And at the beginning, people used to come to our temple, so we were not worried too much about that, because we know every weekend or whichever time we schedule, people come to us, or we go to some other places and then teach Pali and teach meditation, give Dhamma talks. But right now, none of us can go. We are quarantined, we are locked down, so it's kind of difficult. And then we learned this is much more um, conducive to all of us, much more comfortable to all of us to go online. So when you can come to our temple, we come to your home. That was the intention. And then we created many opportunities to reach you. And I'm very happy to be able to start this course again for the new coming students, especially now it's going to be summer vacation. And I hope all those students, all those enthusiastic people about the Theravada Buddhism or about the early Buddhism, you have a better chance to learn something more. So with that, we get started. This one is basically meant for uh, very, very basic students. So those who are not good in Pali, those who have not learned anything about Pali, um, that's fine. So they can start from the very scratch. We start from the very alphabet, in fact. So you are good to learn many things. You have the opportunity to learn so many things, but it's like just like we had a discussion this evening before this class. We had another class, level 2 class. So it's like you are jumping into the ocean without knowing the skills, and you might be there are more possibilities for you to be drowned. Of course, but here it's a safer area. Like you learn the basics, you learn the simple things at the beginning. So learn those little techniques that you learn. You need to learn about the Pali language, and then you have the chance to learn Pali, to learn the basic suttas, main Tipitaka later on. So in order to get it done, I want to share with you some links here. You can see these links. One is our blog site dhammausa.com. So when you go to this dhammausa.com, you may go to Pali Studies. There is a page called Pali Studies. And in this Pali Studies, you have a number of articles for you to learn. And in those articles, if you go to, maybe I will share, for example, here, this is the link for the new students to read about our course. And here there are some course materials for you to learn for this class. And we have created some very useful links, and also you will learn more interactive way of Pali learning. And I have already created some videos for you to learn about the Pali alphabet. I think learning the Pali alphabet will be little more important for you. Pronunciation can be different, I know, from country to country. So um, I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm a Sri Lankan monk. So my accent will be more Sri Lankan accent. So you will learn the the the, the accent, the pronunciation according to that Sri Lankan tradition. And I also have a link here. I'm going to share it with you. This one is for you to learn about the Pali. This is a Quizlet game. There are flashcards. There are many things that you can learn, and it will be very useful to you. Like I have also given the pronunciation. You can just go have a look, and also you can go to that YouTube channel with the given link. In the given link, I have added the YouTube channel with complete illustration of Pali alphabet. I hope you will be able to learn it that way. And maybe let me go see if I can share with you a link here with the Pali alphabet. Okay. Yes, here I have the link to the Pali alphabet. I will quickly go through the Pali alphabet. I think that will be helpful. Okay. So this one is the text. And I have a video, I have the text, and I also have Quizlet platform for you to learn on your own. Okay, so let me go to that Pali alphabet and just we have 8 vowels in the Pali alphabet and 33 consonants. And this is what we have in Pali alphabet, altogether 41 letters. Um, so I will just quickly go through. You can, of course, learn it later. If you have any question, you can always come to me. So the vowels: a, a, I, u, u, a, o. Okay, these are the 8 Pali vowels: a, I, u, u, a, o. You can see here 3 short vowels and the rest are long vowels, especially the last 2 ones without those little diacritical marks. Even though they are usually they are long, but there are some cases that they become short. We will talk about that maybe little later. So for now, you remember there are 8 vowels in Pali alphabet. And consonants. Consonants here are given as uh, pure consonant form. So we have to add a vowel in order for us to pronounce it properly. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to pronounce. So we borrow a vowel. We can borrow any of those vowels actually. We can borrow, apply all the 8 vowels to make 8 variations of every single consonant. For example, ka, ka, ki, ki, ku, ku, ke, ko. Okay, I'll go again. Ka, ka, ki, ki, ku, ku, ke, ko. See how I borrowed all the 8 vowels to pronounce that particular consonant. So I'll go all the other vowels without much detail. You can always go to the other video. I have given more illustrations. I think it will be more easier for you to learn more. So the first 5 consonants are called kawag. Wag is wag means wag means group. Okay. So wag means wag means the group starting with k. So ka, k, ga, g, ng. Okay, the first 5 letters are called kawag. Ka, k, ga, g, ng. The second vagga now you should be able to know. First vagga is kavagga, right? Starting with k. So the second vagga start with ch, not k. Like when you see the C, capital C, you might confuse. It is k. No, it is not k. It is ch. K is k and C is ch. Okay, cha, ch, ja, j, ny. First one is ka, k, ga, g, ng. Second line, cha, ch, ja, j, ny. Okay, so let's type the vaggas here. Kawagga, and second one is kawagga. All right, next one. Okay, now it is interesting. You also can see here On the top of the first last letter of the first Vagga, there is a dot on the top. That is a diacritical mark. Same thing with the R and E and U. You can see a diacritical marks. So because in English alphabet we have only 26 letters, and in Pali alphabet we have 41 letters. So we have to represent with minor variations of the available English letter. That's why we pronounce it like that, and we use different diacritical marks. You need to remember that. It will be easier for you to read the Pali Suttas, okay? And ka, ka, ga, gha, nga, we have a dot on the top. And cha, cha, ja, jha, nya, we have another diacritical mark on the top. And then ta, th, da, dh, n. You can see there is a dot underneath in all these letters. So when we have a dot underneath, what you do is you bend your tongue and tap on your palate. Okay, bend your tongue and tap on your palate, and then, for example, ta. You see, ta, ta, th, da, dh, n. Okay, so it doesn't touch. The tongue doesn't touch the teeth here. It touches the upper palate. So ta, th, da, dh, n. We curl the tongue and tap on the palate. So there is a difference in this case. And then we have another set of letters that is called tawagga, right? Tawagga. Now you know how to call it. Kawagga, chawagga, and with the dot we call it tawagga, and without the dot we call it tawagga. Okay, so it's easier. The tawagga is easier. Ta. You see what happened? Ta, th, da, dh, n. So in all these cases, your tongue touches the teeth. Ta, th, da, dh, n. Right? Your tongue touches the teeth. That way, it becomes different. Okay, and then we go to the next group of letters called pawagga. Now you know. Tawagga, and this one is pawagga. So the first one is kawagga, second one is chawagga, and the third one is tawagga, curling and tapping, and then the other one is tawagga without dot underneath, and then pawagga. Okay, so actually we call it ka, cha, ta, ta, pa. Ka, cha, ta, ta, pa. Ka, cha, ta, ta, pa. These are the 5 Vagga letters. We have 25 letters in this Vagga group. Okay, 5 Vaggas are there. Every Vagga has 5 letters each, and then altogether it becomes 25. And then the rest will also be a part of the consonant. You can see here ya, r, l, v, s, h, l, ng. Okay, so here there are some interesting things for us to learn. One, we have 2 l's. One l is without a dot underneath, and the second l is with a dot underneath. So when you see a dot underneath, you can also see it's a part of the ta, th, da, dh, n. Okay, that group. And then l, without l is a part of the other group, dental group. Okay, and please go to my um, uh, other video with the elaborate explanation of the Pali alphabet, you will learn more details about this. So ya, r, l, v, s, h, l, and like when you say buddhang, buddhang saranang gacchami, when you say, that is ang. Okay, this is the one we use at the end, like ang sound. Okay, this is the Pali alphabet, and all the others are also given. I have added all the variations of the entire Pali alphabet here. So hopefully you can learn more about that. Okay, if you have any question, you can always come back to me and tell me what you learn or what you want to learn. And so um, I wanted to talk about this one today, and then I wanted to also go to another lesson with you, so that we can have a little bit more about Pali language. Remember, we are learning Pali language, and Pali language is, it is said that it is the words of the Buddha. Like Buddha used this language, and also whether it is today we are arguable or not, it doesn't really. Lesson 2, parts of speech, gender, number. Okay. And okay, so in Pali language, we have in Theravada Buddhism, or what we call early Buddhism, we use Pali language to document all the suttas. Okay, suttas, all the nikayas, whatever they call it, they are in Pali language. So one of the earliest forms of schools, Buddhist schools, um, that belongs to this Pali tradition. So learning this language is very unique. And Pali language is not a language with a particular alphabet of its own. We don't have, I mean, alphabet is there, yes, but there is no script of its own. Pali doesn't have its own script. So if you want to learn in India, if you want to use Pali, if you want to write Pali, you use those Nagari, Devanagari letters. If we want to learn write in Pali in Sri Lanka, we use singular letter. If you want to write Pali in China, they use Chinese. I don't know how. I know there are some words like Dharma or something, Aluvohang, Arhat, Ananda or something, Ananda. So there can be some differences, but they can use. It's in Thailand, in Myanmar, in other countries. So they use their own scripts. For example, in US or other countries, they use English letters. They can use Pali. If you want to learn more Pali language, I mean, if you want to read those, many people in the West, they use that those English letters. So when you read English letters, English lettered Tripitaka, then you need to learn the Pali alphabet with the diacritical marks. Then it's easier for you to practice. Okay. So that is important. And then I want to actually go to the things that we have in the book, and I will also share these things soon. I think you can also see it with our um, other documents. So I wanted to show you little things about some concepts. Like first, what is a noun? And we call it noun. We call in Pali, we call it nama. Okay, nama. Nama is noun. Okay, this is nama. Nama is noun. So every noun can be divided into different genders, right? So even in English, you have like masculine and feminine and neutral, like that. So in Pali, we have three genders. Three genders. Okay, so the first one is Pullinga. Okay, I'm also using here some diacritical marks. So Pullinga. Pullinga is masculine. Some of the verbs that we have here, this is the book that I'm using. Maybe if you want to have a good look. But don't worry, even if you don't have this book, it doesn't matter. You will get. I will show you all the things that you want to learn. Okay, so I want to share this one. Pullinga, for example, Buddha is a noun. Buddha means the enlightened one, right? So that enlightened one is a Pullinga noun. Let's say Nara. Nara means man. That's also a Pullinga noun or masculine. Okay. The second gender is called Itti. Itti Linga. Okay. Itti Linga means feminine. Feminine gender. Okay. Feminine gender. For example, Itti. Itti means woman. Okay. For example, Vanita. Vanita. Vanita also means woman. Okay. Another verb, another noun is Mata. Mata means mother. Okay. So this kind of nouns have feminine. And one more thing I want to share in I think even in Pali and Sanskrit, they both share the same, almost the same concepts that way. Like when you talk about a creeper, you know, and the creeper needs a tree to wrap and go up. So it's like a feminine. And a river, for example, a river is very beautiful, smooth, and, you know, it flows very nicely. So it's like a woman. So some of the qualities, with those qualities, we also can include some nouns into those genders. Okay. And okay, let me show you that one. For example, Gang, Ganga. Ganga means river. You see, Ganga is a feminine gender noun. Okay. Ganga is a feminine gender noun. Okay, now let's go to the next one is Napunsaka. Napunsakalinga. Napunsaka linga. Napunsakalinga means neuter. Neuter gender. Okay, so Napunsakalinga means neuter gender. When you talk about something like so they don't belong to this, any of these. Okay, here, okay, very good. One word is our mind. right? Chitta. Chitta means mind. So chitta is a Napunsakalinga word. And dhana. Dhana is wealth. That's a Napunsakalinga noun. So these are some of the nouns. We will learn more slowly. Okay. So today we learn some nouns like Buddha, Dhamma. You also know Dhamma and Sangha. Sangha means community. They are all actually they come under Pullinga. And then Nara. We learn Nara. Nara means man. That is also Pullinga. And then Ittilinga nouns we learn today like Itti, woman, and Vanita, and Mata, and Ganga. They are Ittilinga nouns. And Napunsakalinga nouns are neuter gender, Chitta, and Dhana. Okay, so these are some of um, the the nouns that we learn. Then I want to talk one more thing. We have something called in Pali Vachana. Do you know the meaning of Vachana? Vachana means word. Okay, Vachana means word. So what happens here? How many words are there in Pali? Can anyone guess? How many words are there in Pali? Two words. Do you know how many words are there in Pali? Two words. What are those two words? Ekavachana. Ekavachana means singular. And Bahuvachana. Bahuvachana means plural. Okay? So only two words. There can be so many Ekavachanas and so many Bahuvachanas. So I'm going to use this repeatedly so that your system get used to it. Okay? Ekavachana means singular. Bahuvachana means plural. Eka. Eka means one. Vachana means word. Bahu means many. Vachana means word. So many words is plural. One word is singular. So in that way we have two words in Pali. When we learn about Pali nouns, it's very important to learn these two words, Ekavachana and Bahuvachana. In sooner we are going to learn some more exercises and stuff like that. So you have to translate from Pali to English and English to Pali, and that way you need to learn about Ekavachana, Bahuvachana difference. That's very important to learn that difference. So we learned about the three lingas, Pullinga, uh, Ithilinga, and Napunsakalinga. And then we learned two vachanas, Ekavachana and Bahuvachana. And then we learned another word called noun, that is Nama. Okay? Nama is noun. So these things are important for us to learn. Okay. One more word I want to talk with you. I think it's Akihata, but I will go to uh, talk more about the nouns first. Okay, so when we talk about the nouns have many variations, right? Like when you talk about a noun, like I have a book, so that is one book. How about if I say I go by the car? So by the car, how to use that change, that variation? And then I stand on the rock, so that is on the rock. And then I write by my left hand, so that is different. So I cut the vegetables with the knife, so with the knife. So many different variations are there in the noun. So for that we need to learn the declension of the noun. Okay, declension of the noun is the key to learn Pali language. Very important. They are basic, fundamental concept. So, according to Pali language, grammatical rules, we do have some cases. Those are the variations, like ekavachana, bahuvachana, we know, singular, plural. So next one is all those variations in the meaning. They are called vibhatti or cases. Okay, let me type vibhatti. Vibhatti means case. Okay, how many cases are there in Pali language? Actually, there are mainly 7 vibhattis, 7 major cases are there, and 2 sub cases are also there. Let's learn about them now. First one is Patama. Patama is first case or nominative case, right? First case or nominative case. Okay, let me write also vibhatti so that you can know it better. Patama vibhatti means nominative case. Okay. So Patama vibhatti is nominative case. What is nominative case? What is Patama vibhatti? That is the subject of the sentence. Every sentence has a subject, and when we use the subject, we use nominative case. So we use Patama vibhatti. Okay, if it is ekavachana, that means one person. If it is bahuvachana, that means more persons. For example, you talk Buddha. Buddha preaches the Dhamma. So we say Buddho Dhammang Deseti. Okay. If we say men listen to the Dhamma, that means Manusa Dhammang Sunanti. Okay, you see the difference now. One is Buddho, one is Manusa. So Buddho means ekavachana, singular, and Manusa means bahuvachana, that means more people. So there is that difference. Okay, let me type that sentence for you. Just Buddho, because they are a little bit more comfortable. At the beginning, Buddho Dhammang Deseti means I will write just Buddha, okay, enlightened one. Buddha preaches Dhamma. Okay, and then let's say Manusa Dhammang Sunanti. That means men listen to the Dhamma. Men listen to the Dhamma. Okay. So for those people who join now, don't worry about if you miss something. Actually, if you go to the previous links that I have given in the same, I have given everything, so you can go and have a look at them. Okay, so you will be able to see the lessons. Everything will be there. You can also go to dhammausa.com to see the material. Everything is there. And for those who join little later, they can scroll up and see them. And even if you don't get it, and we will be able to figure it out. I will share it with you later on also. Okay, so first we learned about Patama Vibhatti. Okay, that means first case. And that is the subject of the sentence. And in the subject of the sentence, we learned 2 variations, that is ekavachana and bahuvachana. Okay, ekavachana and bahuvachana. And then I want to teach you another case. That is the second case. That is dutiya vibhatti. Dutiya vibhatti means second case, right? This is called accusative case in English. Accusative case. Uh, so accusative case is used for what do you call object of the sentence. For example, the sentence that we learned before is Buddho Dhammang Deseti, right? So Buddho Dhammang Deseti means Buddha preaches the Dhamma. So the first one is Buddho and the second one is Dhammang. You see, there is a difference. Both of them are singular, but it is different. Why? Because the Buddha is the subject of the sentence and Dhammang is the object of the sentence. So the subject of the sentence is used in the Patama Vibhatti and the object of the sentence is used in the Dutiya Vibhatti. Okay? And one more thing you can learn in between, in parallel to this, Patama means first, Dutiya means second, right? This is also some new Pali word if you haven't learned it before. So, Patama first and Dutiya second. So, first Vibhatti or first case or second Vibhatti or second case. You can Patama Vibhatti first case and Dutiya Vibhatti second case. That is the literal meaning. But the real meaning is Patama Vibhatti means subject, nominative case. And then Dutiya Vibhatti means object, that is accusative case. All right. So the next one is, now you know, first Vibhatti, second Vibhatti, what is the next one? Third Vibhatti. That is Tatiya Vibhatti. Okay. Tatiya Vibhatti. Tatiya Vibhatti means this is instrument, agent of ablative of agent. This is called ablative of agent. Ablative of agent. This is just for you to. I think the most important thing is the function of this case, but you still need to remember maybe because we repeatedly use these words for hundreds and thousands of times. So I'm sure your system will eventually recognize these words later on. I'm going to repeat with you guys a lot this one. So Tatiya Vibhatti is ablative of agent. How do we use Tatiya Vibhatti? Let's say I write with the hand. Okay. Okay. I write. Okay. Let's take another sentence. I can use that also. We already are going to use another sentence with the man. Man. Okay. The tree is cut by the man. Or man cuts a tree with the hand. I think that way is better. Man cuts a tree with the hand. Let me go to that. Naro Athena Rukhang Chindati. Okay, here's the meaning. Man cuts a tree with, or even you can say by, the hand. Okay. Naro Hathena Rukhang Chindati. So this verb, this particular case, we can have several indicators like by, and then with, and then through. Yes, along with. I think along with also can be. So these are definitely some of those indicators of the Tatiya Vibhati. So now we know three variations. One, Patama Vibhati, that is the subject of the sentence. Two, Dutiya Vibhati, that is the object of the sentence. And three, Tatiya Vibhati, that is the ablative of agent. We use a hand or something um, uh, or something as an agent, as an instrument. So this is different. Okay. So first one, Patama Vibhati, first case. Dutiya Vibhati is second case, and Tatiya Vibhati is third case. Okay. First, Patama Vibhati. Second, Dutiya Vibhati. And third, Tatiya Vibhati. Third case. Okay, and then let's go to the next one. I think now you know fourth case, right? Chatuthi Vibhati. Okay, Chatuthi Vibhati means fourth case. Oh, I think I will use the technical term instead. Chatuthi Vibhati means possessive or genitive. Oh, sorry, dative case. Yes, dative case. Dative case. Okay, so Chatuthi Vibhati means dative case. And in this, how do we use Chatuthi Vibhati? For example, you give dana, you know dana, right? You give some offerings to the monks. There we use very beautiful small chanting, Pali formula, Pali stanza, Pali few lines. Imang bhikkhang saparikharang bhikkhu sanghassa dema. Okay, in that case, we use Chatuthi Vibhati. It's a very famous Pali stanza that we use in our regular functions, like when you offer dana or something to the Mahasangha. So here, Sanghasadema, let's say, now we know about Naro, okay? So Naro means man. So we already have heard of this word like Sangha, but I'm going to use it anyway. Sanghasa, Naro Sanghasa, let's say, Dana, Dana, Eti, okay? Naro Sanghasa Danang Deti means man gives an offering to the Sangha. So Sangha here means community. If you take it as a literal meaning, it is community. Okay, Sangha. That is actually also the Buddhist monks. When you talk about that, they are the Buddhist Sangha members, monks and nuns. Of course, bhikkhus and bhikkhunis, we can use both of them. So if you want to use bhikkhu Sangha, they are the male monks, and the bhikkhuni Sangha is the female nuns. So community or monks and nuns. So we can use that too. Okay, Naro Sanghasa Danang Beti. Remember one thing, when you use, when you want to offer something to someone, you use this particular word, particular case called Chatuthi Vibhati. Okay, so Chatuthi Vibhati is the fourth case. Chatuthi also means fourth. Chaturthi means fourth. Tatiya means third. Chaturthi is fourth. Prathama is first. Dutiya is second. Tatiya is third. Chaturthi is fourth. And in this case, we have some indicators like 4 and 2. So I offer something to him. I gave him. I offer him a gift, or something. When you offer something, when you give something like a gift, then we can use this Chaturthi Vibhati. So the next one is Panchami. Okay, Panchami Vibhati. Panchami Vibhati is ablative of Panchami Vibhati, ablative of separation. So separation. So when you separate something like a fruit falls from the tree, separation. A man walks from the village, he leaves the village, from one village to another, he leaves, so separation. In that case, we use this particular vibhati. Now we know about man, so let's learn a sentence. Naro ga ma gachati. Okay, this sentence means man goes from the village. Okay, Naro Gama Gachati. Let me use another Palang Rukha Patati. That means the fruit falls from the tree. Okay, Phalang Rukha Patati. Phalang is a neuter gender noun, so that is why it is little different in the first case as a subject. Phalang Rukha, that is from the or of the tree. Rukha is tree. Vriksha is Sanskrit, right? And patati is to fall. So phalang rukha patati. The fruit falls from the tree. Okay, we are almost done for today, and let me go to the Chatti Vibhati. Chatti Vibhati. Chatti means possessive. Possessive or genitive. Yes. So possessive or genitive case, okay? When you possess something, you can use this case. Okay. So Chatti Vibhati means possessive or genitive case. When you possess something, you can use Chatti Vibhati. All right. So let's say this is my book. This is my book. How to say that? Idang mama pothakang bhavati. Don't worry too much about the details right now. I just wanted to give you some example only. That's why I just give you this. Okay, this is my book. So here, mama means my. Here, mama means my. Okay, mama pothakam. That is, so in this case, the indicators can be off, right? like um, of the man, or of the country, or something like that, we can say. So it belongs to something, it possessed by something. In that case, we can use chatti vibhatti. Okay. Okay. Last, almost. I think we have one more important verb case that we need to learn. Saptami vibhatti. Saptami vibhatti is locative case, right? Yes, locative. Saptami is locative. Okay. For example, um, uh, when you say, it talks about the location, locative, right? Like in, on, at, when you use something, the book is on the table, the man is in the village, or something like that, then we can use this vibhatti. We have 5 minutes, so we will finish. Let's say ahang, ahang, uh, okay, ahang game was wasami. Ahang game wasami. I live in the village. Okay, in the village. So in, or on, or at, or something like that. I guess even upon. So this, even within, right? So these are some of those the nouns, indicators of the Sattami Vibhatti. Now you know Patama is first, Patama Vibhatti first case, Dutiya Vibhatti is the second case, Tatiya Vibhatti is the third case, Chatuthi Vibhatti is the fourth case, and Panchami Vibhatti is the fifth case, Chatti Vibhatti is the sixth case, and Sattami Vibhatti is the seventh case. Okay. Seventh case. So we learned many variations of the same noun. Noun can be used in many different ways. Next time we are going to learn about all these variations in one noun. Okay, so let's be ready for that. So I want to tell you one last thing, that is alapana vibhati, and that means vocative. That means vocative case. Vocative case. Okay. So what is that? Vocative case means when you have somebody right in front of you, you use a vocative case. Like the Buddha used many cases. Like the Buddha was at the temple, and then the monks were preaching. Monks were having an assembly at the Dhamma hall, and then the Buddha went there, and he was asking monks, "What were you talking when I came here?" So many times the Buddha asked the monks. The Buddha addressed the monks. Remember the word addressing. When you address someone, you can use this case. That is alapana vibhati. Okay. So when you address. So in this particular case, we also have a noun, an indicator called he. Enar tuang dhammang, or let's say he bhikkhu. He bhikkhu tuang dhammang sunasi. That means, oh monk, You listen to the Dhamma. You see, hey bhikkhu tvang dhammang sunasi. O monk, you listen to the Dhamma. So you have someone in front of you, you address someone. Nowadays, of course, you can do it through phone also, even if they're not in front of you. But you address someone. When you address someone particularly, then you can, you can use this particular vibhati called alapana vibhati. Okay, so these are the 8 vibhatis actually we have. The first 7 is called main vibhatis. The alapana is actually a sub vibhati of the first vibhati. So sometimes we can use the first and the last together, like first and second, as first and second. But today, as we also have that chronological order, I just wanted to give you this main vibhatis first. Pathama vibhati, dutiya vibhati, tatiya vibhati, chatuthi vibhati, panchami vibhati, chatti vibhati, and sattami vibhati. And then we talk about the alapana vibhati. So we learn 8 vibhatis today and different variations of the noun. We learned about the ekavachana and the bahuvachana, singular and plural. We learned about pullinga, ittilinga, napunsakalinga, that is the um, uh, different genders, 3 genders. And then we also learned about a little bit about the Pali alphabet. I hope that will be enough for today. And I'm going to meet you next week again at the same time. Please join us. And let me know if you have any question. This is our email address for you, dhamma.com. If anyone wants to ask anything, you can email us. And I have also set up some separate folders for you in future. When you need, you can when you do some exercises and assignments later on, you have to actually use them. Okay. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you next week. And until then, I wish you all very, very wonderful weekly this time. Okay, every week, 5:30 um, uh, Pacific time. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the blessings of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. අභිවාදන සීලිස නිච්ඡං වද්ධා පචායිනෝ චත්තාරෝ ධම්මා වද්ධන්ති ආයුවන්නෝ සුඛං බලං ආයුරාරෝග්‍ය සංපත්ති සග්ග සංපත්ති මේවච අතෝ නිබ්බාන සංපත්ති ඉමිනාතේ සමිජ්ජතු සාදු සාදු සාදු. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week ahead.